knowing that it would never be lifted by her beloved. Now, a few days after she was laid to rest here in Colorado, we began to see a woman in all white walking up and down this path right in the middle of the cemetery. And again, this woman also had no face. Now, it's upon this telling that we theorize this woman does not have no face, but simply is the same woman who was buried here with her veil eternally covering her face, waiting for a wedding that for her is never going to come. Now, our second most popular apparition here is going to be our youngest resident on record. His name is James P. Now, James P. is called that because we do not know his last name. He was actually an orphan. Just because he was an orphan does not mean he was a lonely child. Quite the opposite. He had a lot of friends and he loved making them laugh. And one of his favorite ways to do that was by climbing this tree in the farthest end of the graveyard. He was very good at it. He was like a little Spider-Man, which is what makes his death all the more tragic. We don't know if he slipped, we don't know if he got distracted, but one day he slipped from that tree, broke his neck, and died on impact. Now, of course, he was an orphan and he didn't even have any remote family to be buried with. So we did the next best thing we could and we buried him right next to his beloved tree. Now, the weird thing about this apparition is that most of us in this group will never see James P. He actually only appears to children. So oftentimes during these walking tours, the children, like the one that's at the gate right there, the child will see him and they'll tug on their parents' clothes and be like, hey, there's a little boy over there telling me to come here. And the parents will look and nobody will be there. Now, we also don't have time to play with James tonight, but we will get to see his gravestone a little better when we go into town. Now, I do have one more thing to share with you guys about the graveyards here in St. Augustine, but I actually have a model to show you guys inside of Potter. So we're all going to go over